Blessings, crew. Welcome to this week's offering. Let's take just that little moment to ground, to center, to come into the space that you're in, and just to take that moment for yourself. We know this time of year can unsettle us in all sorts of ways, right? So that's without all the things going on in the world. And so just bring yourself in, gather yourself in. And one of those things about gathering ourselves in is kind of recognizing how scattered we might feel. So think about where your hands might need to be. Mine are going to my heart space this morning, so that might be a place, might be your tummy, might just be relaxing, but just take a moment, just come inwards. Let's take a breath or two. Just soften the gaze or even close the eyes. Just let your body settle. And as you inhale, feel like you're just kind of drawing inwards, just bringing that focus out of all those other places. And just for some nourishment, some quiet, some peace, some gentleness on your body. As you breathe out, feel like you're breathing out into the space around you, inhabiting the space that is your body. Notice your breath. As we notice our breath, we're going to notice the muscles between the ribs, the muscles in the belly, what moves, what needs to be moving for the breath, what needs to relax to allow the breath, what needs to be somewhere in between. Hello, core muscles. And then just gonna open your eyes, bring yourself back into the space that you are in. And then notice, just kind of in that focus, in that noticing. I'm gonna roll our shoulders down. So come up and around a couple of times, just kind of feeling into it. We might move one at a time, we might move them both together, we might change the direction. Gonna just play with the shoulder space and the arms, what they feel like doing. And then the neck. Just move a little bit, so we might kind of start that movement down into the spine. Just feeling movement. Do we feel like rocking? Do we feel like snaking? Do we feel like circling? Do we feel like putting all those things together? And if you're not used to play on your yoga mat, if you're more used to, what should I do with my body? Challenge yourself to move in a different way. And what this does is, if we've been feeling either very scattered or the opposite, which can be very confined, which can have the same effect on our energy, we might need to free up that energy, and we want to free it up before we even start doing anything that remotely resembles a yoga pose. And so just move into that energy, and then pause, come back to that center. I'm going to tuck our chin down towards the base of our throat, roll our shoulders down, and just take a breath that comes right up into the collarbones, and then breathe it out. Do another one like that. One more. And then chin comes up. We're going to look up towards the roof. Open up your eyes as wide as you can. And then bring the head back to neutral. We take our right hand over to our left knee. Left hand goes around behind us. We're going to look over our shoulder and just slowly extend extend that gaze, so as far over that left shoulder as we can, eyes as wide as we can get them. And then changing sides. Going in slow, looking over that right shoulder this time, opening the eyes as far as we can get them to open. Bring it back to center. And we're going to bring ourselves around onto all fours. We have had a request crew this week, so we're working our way towards a pigeon pose. But we're just going to get there slowly. We're going to start with some circles around into the hips. And again, we're at play team, so you know, you can move in a bit more of a snake-like fashion. You can move slow, you can do little movements, really big movements. Change direction, take it round the other way. One more. And we're going to rock it back into a frog pose. As we do, take your left arm underneath your right. Roll into that left shoulder, looking along that left arm. Wander that right arm forward. Coming up slow, changing sides. Sinking into the breath. And lift it up slowly, walk the hands in. Take our toes under. And just rock up onto the ball of the foot. Knees come out. Roll the shoulders down. And as we do that, as we kind of sit into the sit bones and into our feet, I'm going to, if you've got your balance, your fingers might need to be on the floor, but if you've got your balance, inhale, bring the arms up, open out. Touch the fingers around behind you and then lift it up. Big inhale, exhale, come back down through that center. Let's follow that line again. Inhale up. Exhale, take it out. Big expansion through the arms. Touch those fingers and then lift it up. You notice the rotation in your arms as you do that. So we're trying to get that full range of motion into shoulders. One more. Lifting it up. We're going to find our way into a forward fold team, so create some room for your body as you do that. You might need to step your feet out a little bit. Soft knees. Let the body just hang towards the floor, so let everything just kind of relax. bending into the knees, the start of a chair pose. Forearms onto thighs, bring the tailbone down. Nice deep breath. Bring the hands to the heart space. Give yourself those permissions to take gentler approaches, crew. Or take it deeper and stronger. Just really listen in. What's your body need as we come up? Slowly. Once the blood pressure lets you, arms come up. Reaching up towards the roof. And then over towards the right. Lifting. Oh, I'll try going righty. Lifting that left side of the body up. Oh dear. Big deep, slow breath. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, take it the other way. Lifting it up. Let these arms come around this time. When we touch our fingers, see if we can link our fingers. Roll the shoulder blades down, tuck the chin down towards the base of the throat. Couple of nice deep breaths up under the collarbones, working the shoulder blades down at the same time. Relax. Give hands a little shake. Legs a little shake. We're going to find our way to the front of the mat. And just notice feet. Let's come up onto the ball of the foot. We've given them a good stretch in cowherd pose, but just massage into your feet. Come down off the toes, leave a crunch. Soft knees. I'm going to inhale, come up slow. Lick the fingers, lift it all the way up, and then come slowly down. Let's dive. Just slowly down. So, diving, always an interesting one, team. What we want to do is we're going to bend into our knees. We're going to come back up. Diving will be what a lot of us learnt to do when we first started yoga, but when we dive, quite often what happens, we lock our knees, right? And we get stuck. So bend your knees as we dive down. Then lift the hips up and let the head drop. Try it again, bend into the knees, we're going to come up, big inhale up. Look after blood pressure too. And then when you're ready to exhale and dive, bend into those knees. Come down, then lift the hips. Stretch it out. We're going to hang out here for a moment. Then fingertips down. We're going to take our left foot, nice deep step back. High lunge. Back heel pressing back. Tap the hands away if we can. And lift up slow. We're on the ball of that back foot. Our right hip is tipped under us so that we've got that lovely straight line. We don't have to be on a tightrope, okay, so we can be on tram tracks. Just check what gives you better balance, what honours your hips a bit more. And then inhale, bring the arms up, and bring the hands down to the heart space. I'm going to pause here, sink a little deeper into that front knee. And we're coming forward, we're going to bring our chest onto our thigh, bring the hands down. We're stepping back into plank. At this point, we can bring our knees down if we need to, or we're going to lift our hips up into down dog. So for a pose or down dog team, see what the energies need. Up through the hips, Roll those shoulder blades away from the spine. Come forward, melt or chaturanga your way down. Flatten the feet, toes together, big toes together. Start to lift up along the spine. Nice deep breath. Roll those shoulders down. Don't push into the hands, team. Use those muscles. Coming down slow, we're going to roll back. And heart towards the floor, knees still on the floor, team. Let's lift our hands where they are, so just let that stretch happen. And we're going to come up left foot is going to step forward. We'll try that way. Up into high lunge we go. And then up through the upper body. So just kind of find, again, that balance for you. We're going to sink down and get our alignment right. So tuck this left hip under. And inhale, bring the arms up. And then down to that heart space. Gathering that energy in so we're feeling strong and centered. Coming forward. Bring the hands down. Let's step up to the front of the mat. So find your way into that forward fold. Again, head dropping this time. We're reaching our arms around, let the fingers lift up towards the roof if that feels alright. Let the head really drop. Let the arms come down, forearms onto thighs. Half chair. And all the way up, nice and slow, hands to heart. Step out those feet, check that we haven't kind of crunched into our toes too much in that period of time. And then we're going to find some balance, hopefully. Think about your whole left side of your body holding the right side in this pose. And our left foot is planting roots and they're not tight. We're spreading that foot out. We're softening this knee so we can move with the breeze. We're taking our right foot up off the floor. And we're bringing that knee up, out to the side, and down. So up, maybe across the body a little bit, out to the side, down. Just a few little circles into that hip. And then bring that foot down and transfer that energy over to the right side, whole right side of the body, holding the left, right foot, tree roots coming down into the ground. Once that left leg comes up, we're just up, out, into that circle. One more circle. Then let these hands come down, let the shoulders relax, shake out the fingers, do what feels good. And we're transferring that energy left again, so we're really kind of feeling like we can again bring that energy in, like we're giving ourselves a hug. hands at the heart space for now. As we take that right foot up, that knee goes out to the side, and our foot can be anywhere but the knee, okay? So it might be there, we might be able to bring it right up. Just kind of find what shape tree you are today. Left knee a little bit soft so we're able to move. Left toes, just feel the floor. This might be plenty with the hands at the heart, or you might want to take your arms up towards the roof. Just kind of notice, what does your body need today? Notice the breath come inwards. Remember, our exhale is the tree's inhale. Our inhale, all those plants, all those trees, and make that air we breathe. Filtering, drawing that CO2 out of the atmosphere. Pretty powerful stuff. As we bring that foot down, change the energy over to that right side. So feel that sense of kind of focus into that right side. Again, left knee comes up. Find where that foot wants to be, anywhere but that knee. And then find your balance, find your drishti, your focal point. Hands can stay here or they can go up towards the roof. Come into that breath. And then that left foot comes down, arms come down. Take our feet out to the edge of the mat, toes slightly out. See? Inhale, bring the arms up, out, nice and wide. And we're coming down. Half or full squat, one of the two. Sink into that. Sink into the breath. Our crew, or if you're using this as a daily practice, we're just coming at the end of that 20 minutes, so we're going to sink ourselves down and into open cross-legged, those staying on for 45. Let's kind of sink down and let the yoga soak in so far. Those that are leaving at this point might be a good time to just take a couple of minutes lying down in Shavasana, or just sit with the breath. Get that energy, gather it in. We can take a few breaths here. Okay, many blessings those who are heading off into the rest of whatever the day holds, those staying on. We're going to come back around onto all fours. I'm going to cat cow pose a couple of times along the spine. So inhale, bring the chest forward. Exhale, mid-spine up towards the roof, chin tucks in. Nice deep breaths. And then we're going to take our left foot up into tiger's tail. So like it's going to touch the back of our head. We're going to bring the chest forward. And look slightly forward. We're rolling our shoulders down and we're feeling that engagement right along the spine into the butt. And maybe into our tummy as well. It's stretching and holding at the same time. Then that left knee is coming forward, the starter pigeon. So left knee, left hand, left heel, under right hip. Right leg reaches back, so stretch it back. Spine stretch first, so we can be hands, we can be fists, just notice. Roll shoulders down, hips come down, and we're lifting. We can look up or just neutral. And down we go. Into that kind of softened pigeon for now. So allowing, bring that hips down, nice deep breath. Okay, lifting it up. And take it back. We can be frog or down dog. Just decide on energies, what feels good for your body. We're slightly lopsided at the moment. Knees come down or meet on all fours depending on where you were. Right foot up into tiger's tail. And then right knee comes forward, right heel, left hip, back stretch if it's feeling alright, team, as we take that left knee back, or just kind of notice what does your body need. If it needs to come straight down, do that. We can be chin tucked in, or we can extend up, just kind of notice, again, what does your body need? And down we go. Monty, what you doing? Again, we're lifting and we're sliding back. And knees out to the edge of the mat, big toes together. Bring the belly towards the floor. Reach the arms away too without getting your forearms on the floor. So keep that lovely lift in the wrists. So we get that longer stretch. It's a big yawn, Monty. We're wandering our hands in. Hello, puppy. Oh, no, we're off. Cameo parents, fun puppy. And what we're going to do is that we're going to do a part two to our pigeon pose. That involves taking hold of that back leg, right? So sometimes what we need is a strap or something to kind of lasso that foot with, or you might be able to use your hand. Just really careful of cramping with this one. So we can come forward. I'm going to slide that left knee up again and left heel under that right hip. Slide that right leg back. Find that we don't want to sink that way, okay? We do not want to end up over on this butt cheek. We need to be quite even in our hips as we pick up. So we've got left knee forward, we're picking up the right foot, left hand to the center, right hand reaching around. So if we can find that foot and bring it in towards us and tuck it into the elbow if we can. Just kind of find your way around your bracelets, your knee. Just kind of notice for a moment we're sinking through the hips. Is there tension in the top of that thigh? Breathe. Let that leg go. Bring it down. Come around a little bit. So we're changing hands, crew. We're going to bring our right hand to the center. Bring that right foot back up, and our left hand is going to reach around and see whether it can find it. And it's drawing your heel across towards your left butt cheek. Okay, so sartorius muscle, those that know this one, we don't often get a chance to stretch. Really lovely stretch, especially running, crew. And let that go. Come back slowly. So we've been in that hip for a while. We've got a frog or a down dog option. So just notice again, what does your body need? Meet on all fours, and it's our right knee coming forward this time. Right heel under that left hip. Left knee walks back. So get yourself anchored first. Make sure we haven't fallen over onto that right butt cheek. Right hand to center for the first bit. Left foot lifts. Let's see if we can find it. Draw it towards you. Nice deep, deep breath. Let that foot go, let it come back down. Change slowly, so left hand to the center. Left foot lifts again, right hand reaches around. Seeing if we can bring it across to that butt cheek, into that sartorius muscle. Let that leg go. Slide ourselves back, frog pose. So knees out to the edge of the mat, big toes together. Pull back slowly this time for a rest. So stacking the forearms, let that settle into your body for a moment. Then you come around crew and our last sequences are lying down. So bring yourself down to there. If you're in cooler climes, you might like to be socks on and things like that. Just take a moment to get yourself oriented for that. We're going to start with our knees drawn in, arms around the knees. Let the shoulders drop down, nice deep breath. Then we're going to take our arms over our head, reach them out, then bend at the elbows, fingertips towards each other. Bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees drop out to the side. And into the breath we go. So edges of the feet on the floor, knees just dropped out, Supta Baddha Konasana. Then just that right knee comes in. Bring the arms over, take hold of it, draw it in towards the body. Left knee can stay out to the side. We might need to straighten it down along the mat if we're feeling a bit tight. And this right foot heading up towards the roof, right hands wrapped around the back of that leg. That might be plenty, or we're tucking our chin in, lifting our shoulders and walking up that leg. Shoulders rolled down, so it's all in the core and that hamstring stretch. Down we go on that side, arms go back over the head, mirror what you're doing with that left leg, with that right leg. Stretch it out. And then left knee comes in, hands wrap around it, give it a good squeeze first. And that right foot pushes up towards the roof, that might be plenty, hands are wrapped around the back of the thigh. Or tuck the chin in, start to lift the shoulders and the head, walk up that leg. Nice deep breath. Down we go slow, arms back over the head. Then lift the arms up, let's spread them out from our shoulders. Spread our wings, bring your knees together, feet flat on the floor. Lift your hips up and over to the left of your mat a wee way, and then take those knees right slowly into the twist. Head turning left. Lengthen out the breath. The knees together, bring them back to center, bring the hips back to center. And then those hips go right, knees go slowly left, head turning right. Knees together, bring it back to center. Bring the arms up towards the roof, and then bring the hands down either alongside the body or onto your belly. We can have our feet tucked in, we can stretch our legs down along the floor, whatever's going to feel comfortable. Take a moment to feel like you've energized that center line of the body. So from the crown of the head down to a tailbone, and down the legs to the space between your feet, down your arms to the palms of your hands. We're just slowly going to give ourselves a moment of rest, softening into the mat. This can lead into meditation crew or lead into the rest of your day. But settle into that breath just for a moment. And on that note, hello Monty. We're going to take a moment just to come back to the space. He has a dog door team, so that's this very distinct sound of the dog door going. Come back into the space that you're in. If you're coming up to do the meditation, then just, bring that intention into your awareness. If you're coming up to get on with whatever the rest of your day has, then set a gentle intention to just hold yourself really gently in that space to gather that energy in. I'm going to take our left arm above our head, just turn onto that left side, arm as a pillow for a moment. And then come up slowly to seated. Into that space. Thanks, Monty. Timing. We're just going to sit for a moment in this space. Just soft gaze, closed eyes, or looking at something beautiful in your space. I'm going to inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, bring them to your heart. Take a breath there, bring that energy in. Feel yourself connected down into Mother Earth, connect it up into all that is. If you've got a name for it, add that there. And many blessings, everyone. Thank you all for sharing with me this yoga offering, and take care. It's that time of year where things can go a little awry, so go gently.